everyone, welcome to the flower jungle. As you can see, the flower jungle has had a pretty rough time of it during this drought-filled summer. This summer of 2025 has really been rough on the garden. We have had heat waves and drought, but a few plants are still cheering us up with their beautiful flowers here at the end of August. One example of this is the gorgeous Japanese anemone. The Japanese anemone is a flower with a lot to recommend about it. First of all, it is a perennial, so that means that once you plant a Japanese anemone in your garden, it will grow there for many years to come with no need to replant it. Also, the Japanese anemone is very tall, as you can see, with its long stems with crowns of flowers that wave above the rest of your flower displays. They're a great way to add some height variety into your garden. One of the things that I like best about them is that they bloom between seasons. Japanese anemones bloom anytime between July and October here in the UK. And they usually time their blooming so that they bloom when other major garden flowers like Shasta daisy and lavenders have finished their blooming. However, they bloom before the autumn flowers like asters. So therefore, they really add a lovely bit of color and freshness to gardens that are maybe not looking their best at this transition between summer and autumn. Let's take a closer look at the Japanese anemone. It's a beautiful flower. So it has the classic 5 petals here, almost like a sakura blossom. So we have the petals, and then we have the anthers here. These are the male reproductive parts of the plant, this yellow fringe. And in the center, we have all the pistils, which are the female reproductive parts of the plant. Bees are very fond of the Japanese anemone, so they're a great source of food for pollinators. We call it a Japanese anemone, but this plant is actually native to China, as well as areas of Tibet, Nepal, and northeastern India. It has been cultivated as an ornamental plant in China since the time of the Tang Dynasty. And from there, it spread throughout Asia as a beautiful ornamental flower. It has a poetic name in Chinese, which means broken bowl flower, probably because of how the petals are separated, and if you kind of put them back together, they'd form a bowl shape. This one is losing its petals, but that's all right. With the anemone, I would say that the only drawback of this beauty of the garden is that it comes in a very limited range of colors. It comes in this gorgeous lilac shade, as well as white and slightly darker pinkish purple. But that's it. So far, we haven't developed any other colors of Japanese anemone. However, I think that that's more color than is enough to brighten up the garden at this transitional time of year. Thank you for joining me, and stay curious about plants.